We're also following some breaking news out of Rhode Island, where we're expecting a press conference with authorities any moment now on the shooting at Brown University, as authorities are continuing to search through video and knocking on doors for any evidence that may lead to the arrest of the Brown University gunman. Now, remember, on Saturday, a person opened fire, killing 2 students and injuring 9 others. And that individual walked into a lecture hall where students were preparing for exams this week. Officials released this new video of the person, that man, that they believed carried out the attack. The FBI says he is about 5 foot 8 inches tall, with a stocky build, a very specific gait. Now, the agency is offering a $50,000 reward for information leading to that suspect's arrest. I want to bring in CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman to talk a little bit more about the manhunt here. Katrina, the FBI just released that new video showing the timeline of the suspect near the campus. Can you walk us through what we're learning today, given that new video?
That's right. They've released that about 6-minute long video, and then they've also just released another enhanced video where we see a more enhanced version of what we were just looking at on screen. Show him moving through the neighborhood, and it starts before the shooting happened. So they go street by street, they mark out the street markers, because there's been a big effort here. They've had to canvass the neighborhoods, going door to door, trying to get additional footage of this person. So we're seeing on here him crossing the street. He intersects with another bystander, a person in white who walks by, moving slowly, very casually through this neighborhood. It starts about half a mile from here, just across the Brown campus. And so we see him slowly walking around on these streets as he made his way to that engineering building where the shooting ultimately took place. We see him here on George Street walking towards Governor. This looks like it likely came from someone's home, perhaps. We can see those columns there as he walks by. So they're really trying to show everyone how he navigated, perhaps hope that people may have spotted him on this trail. They can also compile new footage, that someone will recognize. Jacket we saw, it's darker on the top and has a brownish, almost khaki-ish lower layer. Dark hat as well. So we're really seeing all of his progress as he made his way to that building. Towards the end of the video, you see the marker of when the shooting occurred, and then we see police cars coming down the street. They're doing everything they can to track this new person of interest after already having someone in custody on Sunday who they ultimately had to release. And they are really asking the public for help here as they try to identify who this is. And we're seeing them really releasing more and more imagery as much as they can as they put out that effort.
Imagery we have so far, it seems like, are coming from ring cameras or surveillance cameras that are on people's private homes. I'm curious, Katrina, how has the investigation shifted over the past few days, though, when it comes to searching for this suspect? And I'm curious if you're hearing of any surveillance footage or video or cameras on the campus property that might have more information about him.
So one thing I've learned from speaking to sources here is the building where this took place is on the edge of Brown's campus. So that's why the suspect didn't have to go right through the quad here. It looks like they were able to escape into the neighborhood. Something else that's unique about that building where it took place is part of it is older and part of it is newer, a source told me. That classroom where the shooting took place, I've been told, is in the older part of the building where there's not as much surveillance footage. But this is why we're seeing that they've had to go out into the neighborhoods here, get these ring camera footage from people's homes, because it looks like he was able to sort of evade on Brown's campus. I think that they are also assessing that as well, looking at these cameras from the neighborhood as they try to track this person down. As I mentioned before, the way this has evolved is that over the weekend they thought that they had captured someone. Sources that I spoke to said on Sunday night they went to bed that the person who committed this crime had been captured, woke up the next morning to find out that this was starting all over again. Police really had to begin back at square one. Our correspondent Tom Hansen spoke with the Attorney General today, who said that agencies are working together through the night and they do feel confident that they're going to find who this is.
Yeah, it's interesting, Katrina, because they've said, many officials have said they don't believe there's a threat to the community, yet there's still a person that is at large that committed this crime.
That's right. They say that people here should feel safe, but at the same time, they admit that they do not know where this person is. People think it's very unlikely that they would have stayed in the neighborhood. I mean, who knows how far they could have traveled by now, but at the same time, no one really knows, and they do say that this person is considered to be armed and dangerous.
Katrina Kaufman, thank you so much. We'll look forward to another update.